Jewel and I had a bit of a misunderstanding before you got here. I picked off a few of her men over at the Raiders Ark, and she tends to hold grudges. Yunwa's room is across the hall. I'll let you talk to her. She might run if she saw me. I get that a lot. Always keep your hand on your holster.
Wait, I remember you. You're the one who blew my cover in the abandoned shrine. I had a suspicion someone was after me. Have you been following me? Not exactly. Oh, my arm! I'll never challenge you again. What are you doing here anyways? Huh? What? The other half of the Naryu Sarasva? Did you get this from Gil? He's a piece of work. I know Yunkai wants the book, but it's written in Naryu. He doesn't read Naryu. If we give it to him now, it would be worthless. That's why we need Lady Yahara. What? You don't know who Lady Yahara is? She's the one who runs this place. She also happens to have one of the largest collections of rare manuscripts on the continent.
Let me see. Yes.
Did you find it?
Yes, I did. Why is this happening to me?
Only a handful of people can read the ancient Naryu text, and she's one of them. With her help, we can use the book to find Mushin's legacy. I'll even split the profits with you. What do you say? Maybe 90-10? No? 80-20? Really? Well, then, I'm happy to work with you. Yahara is a bit old-fashioned, so perhaps a gift will warm her up to us. Something classy, like Gloom Sandbiter horns. Trust me, you can get them in the desert. My luck is going to change.
Greetings. Welcome to the Mirage. You are welcome here as long as you don't disturb the peace. A gift? You are most kind. Sandbiter horn makes excellent calligrapher ink. I can use it to decorate my fan. I imagine you would not give me such a gift out of charity. Is there something I can assist you with? The Naryu Sarasva! Where did you find such a tome? This book is hundreds of years old. The Naryu script is a bit of a challenge, but I shall read what I can. When darkness arose, deep, vicious, and wild, the great divine fist completed his trial. He entered the dark realm to vanquish and close the dark gate of terror, the source of our woes. He sacrificed all, gave his life for the realm. Mushin descended, his power remained. 3 wise sages locked his light in a tomb, beneath winged skies in a sepulchre womb. I study ancient texts because I believe they are rare treasures in and of themselves. We are all searching for something, Jian, but what I seek is not Mushin's legacy. Mushin's legacy only brings violence, but to find it, start at the Naryu Temple. Thank you.
So Lady Yahara thinks Mushin's legacy is in a tomb near the Naryu Temple. Well, that's a dead-end venture. The entire area is littered with traps and undead. This might be out of our reach. I mean, you're strong and I'm smart, but we would need a small army just to make our way through the entrance. A small army, or maybe a gang of misfits. That's it. Jewel can help us. She's the leader of the Yes Men gang. She's staying at the Mirage and she's looking for the legacy. I'll draft a note. Deliver it to Gungsang. I'll make some arrangements and meet you at the Naryu Temple once Jewel decides to join us. Let's stick to the plan!
What can I do for you? Let's see. Okay, I'll do what it says. Oh, I forgot to mention. There was a message for you. Sohar sent word for you to meet her at the dry docks. Don't worry, I'll take care of everything.
Yanhua beat you here. Looks like she talked Jewel into fighting for her. She's a crafty one. Jewel and I don't exactly get along, so it's probably best if I stay behind. Less of a body count that way. I've tussled with her enough to know she's a good fighter. Stick with her and Yanhua. You'll find what you're looking for. I'll be waiting. Good luck.
Are you ready? Who are we?
We are the bandits of song and legend! Outlaws of the land! Yes, man!
We've got treasure to find, boys. Move out!
Everything is great! I got the scavengers to find the Naryu Sarasva. Now I'm using Jewel to get into the Naryu temple. This is gonna help us find Mushin's legacy. I just know it. Come on, let's go!
Didn't expect the handsome country doctor to be one of the three sages, did you? I had my reasons for keeping you in the dark back in Sandstone Refuge. But now, you are ready for the truth. I am one of the sages, a keeper of Mushin's legacy. The sage's task is to pass Mushin's power on to a worthy descendant. I know you seek Mushin's legacy. My question is, do you seek it to save the people of Sandstone Refuge, or to gain the strength necessary for your revenge? Mushin's legacy contains immense power, enough to challenge the Dark Lord himself. A being such as Jin Soyun would be no match for its strength. You lack control as always. Consider your intentions while you search. Do you seek peace or revenge? How about a riddle instead? At its feet, place gold and silver. With Mushin's blood will life be brought, unto wings which then will soar, high above where Mushin rests.
This is so frustrating! Gold and silver, wings, Mushin's blood? This is giving me a headache. I'm gonna go back to the Mirage to think this over.
What in the Four Realms happened in there? The sky went dark and all these spirits appeared. Yeah, that sounds like the Naryu. Everything's a damn riddle. I don't know what it means, but I'm sure the Dahlia would. Yonkai's soldiers have spotted them around the Shadow Mist Crypt. Word is they're a Shadowless faction. Don't know much about the Shadowless, but people say they were Mushin's private army. They protected the Mu family after his death, but later split into factions. Kiron the Red is the leader of the Dahlia. He'd know what the riddle means, but he won't give it up without a fight. Meet me at the Shadow Mist Crypt. Well, if it isn't the Hong Moon Adventurer. I hope you don't mind. I started without you. Oh, I can drink like a Yute. Come over here. I want to talk about Master Hong. Just listen to what I gotta say. Please. Master Hong was like a father to me. I wanted revenge when my parents died. I wanted the world to pay. But Master showed me that my life, my soul, was more important than revenge. Which leads me to you. I see it in your eyes. You're on the same path I was on. Well, snap out of it! Sheesh, didn't the Master teach you anything? What we're doing to help the people of Sandstone Refuge, that's the path of Hong Moon. Saving people, being good, being... What was I saying? Anyway, you can't travel the path of revenge. You're a fool if you do. You hear me? And I'm here to make sure you don't. Trust me. I'm really should have had the last one.
You have acquired a new quest item.
Jian, please meet me at my office at your soonest convenience. It has come to my attention that you and Soha are friends. Soha has accumulated quite a sizable tab. I was hoping you would pay for it. I am kidding. I brought you here because you spoke to a sage at the Naryu Temple. I am rather curious to know what he told you. Interesting. Silver and gold may refer to the Golden Crest and the Silver Crest. It is said that they animate the wings of Mushin, a statue that guards Mushin's tomb. You mentioned Mushin's blood. To my knowledge, only a single heir still lives. That person is now the only one who can open Mushin's tomb. Did the sage mention anything about the whereabouts of Mushin's heir? I see. Thank you. Knowledge is more precious than gold. I'll consider Soha's tab paid in full. However, your friend Yanhua still hasn't paid for her room and board. Please give her a friendly reminder. I do have employees to pay.
Where have you been? I've been waiting for you all day. I've got important things to do, you know. Things. And stuff. This riddle. No one knows anything about it. The Naryu are so secretive. It's starting to get on my nerves. Have you found anything? So it's about the golden and the silver crests? There's a statue called the Wings of Mushin at Mushin's tomb? Okay, but where's the tomb? Where are the crests? Ugh, this is hopeless.
Back when I was a scrawny lad and Yunsang was a much less scrawny lad, we traveled through the Cinderlands in search of treasure. We went to the Great Kiln and got wind of a silver crest made for Mushin by the potters. We thought about stealing it, if only we had. Maybe that's our silver crest. If it is, Po-chung, the chief potter, should know something about it. You should travel there and ask about it. Oh, and you'll be just in time for the Kiln Festival. If I'm not mistaken, Chunsam is in charge of getting the most important part of the festivities, the lightning fire. You help him, I'm sure he'll give you information. Thank you. Go see Chun-Sam at Vagrant's Rest. I'm sure he needs help. He usually does.
Hey there, friend. I'm a little busy having a genuine panic attack right now. Come back later, yeah? Oh, Gil must have sent you. That's great. You're just in time to help me make the lightning fire. That'll really impress Pochung, the head potter. Let's start by talking Ploggles. The Ploggle chiefs always summon the lightning sphere for us, but they've been captured by these mean striped Ploggles. I tried talking to them, but you know how Ploggles are. Anywho, if you could free the Ploggle chiefs and bring me back the lightning sphere, I'd really owe you one. Do it for old Chun-Sam. The Latin sphere? Hot plog! Sorry, been spending too much time around the plogles. Alright, now get that to the charred tree. Yeah, the tree over by the Great Kiln Gate. The one hit by lightning and all burnt up. It's the only tree that can hold lightning fire. Put the sphere into the tree and the lightning fire will flare up. Light a torch with it and take that on down to Pochung. He'll be so dang happy I bet he'll give you just about anything. So that idiot Chun-Sam roped you into doing his work, huh? Well, at least preparations for the Kiln Festival can continue now. What, you think lighting a kiln will make me hand over the potter's greatest creation? You should know a potter is not so easily impressed. You've wasted enough of my time. I have countless tasks that need doing before the Kiln Festival begins. Be gone from my sight. If you are truly desperate, I suppose you could get the mandrake sprouts. The old drunk Jackdan can explain how to get them. Don't disappoint me.
Who are you? Never mind, I don't care. Go away. Mandrake sprouts? The Kiln Festival is here already? I hate the Kiln Festival. The potters, the lightning fire, the pots. I hate all of it. It's dull and stupid and boring. They don't even drink. Right. The mandrake sprouts I grow can fuel the lightning fire for days. In return, I get all the soju I can drink. pots and pots of it. It's the only thing worth living for. But mandrake sprites love the smell of my sprouts, and the potters won't go near those floating creeps. No mandrake sprouts, no festival. So I need you to toss a vanishing orb at those mandrake sprites. They'll go wherever it is they go and leave my mandrake sprouts ready to pluck. Easy as ploggle pie. Check the stone lantern at the mandrake grotto. Should be in there. Oh, and watch out for the ploggles. Now leave me to whatever I was doing.
Ah, the mandrake sprouts. These will keep the lightning fire lit for the entire Kiln Festival. Ah yes, the crest. Well, the truth is, I don't have it. Potter legend says Mushin commissioned the silver crest thousands of years ago. It now rests with his descendants, the Mu family, in Clear Sky Village. As if it's that easy. I'm sure the silver crest is still in Clear Sky Village. It's a precious thing made for Mushin himself. He was once a great general of the Naryu civilization, you know. How would I know? This all happened a pot full of centuries ago. Colonel Yankai oversees this region and likely maintains records of Clear Sky Village's population. I heard he's currently visiting a military post not far from here. Go bother him about the Mu family.
How fares your search for my Mushin's legacy? I don't see you presenting it to me, so surely you're still hard at work. Why in the hell would I waste my time on these people? I'm using my wealth for more important things, like finding the legacy. Forget all of that. You should be focusing on finding Mushin's legacy. Find Mushin's legacy, or people die.
We have a problem. I found Jewel at the Great Kiln. She's been asking around about the Mu family and asking if Mushin had an heir. She threatened Pochung, the chief potter, and he told her about Clear Sky. He said some of the Mu family settled there centuries ago. I went to Clear Sky to keep ahead of Jewel. I asked around about the Mu family, but came up with nothing. And now you're here. Are you looking for Mushin's heir too? So the heir could live in Clear Sky? That's a problem. The village moved supplies for Yonkai and the Grimhorn attacked their caravan. They kidnapped some villagers, so there's a good chance the Grimhorn have the heir too. They don't keep them, they eat them. If any captives are still alive, they'll be in the Grimhorn Scullery or the Altar of Champions. You go to the altar, I'll go to the Scullery.
A dynamic quest has begun.
Some would-be hero, huh? I don't care why you're here, just don't get in my way!
Wait, do you work for Yonkai? Listen, I'm grateful to you, but I want you to send Yonkai a message. Tell him that Clear Sky Village will no longer move his supplies. It's too dangerous. That woman Jewel asked me the same question. The Mu family died out during the Talos War. There are no more in Clear Sky, or anywhere. The Mu family was known as a clan of warriors, but the war was long and costly. All of them died except for Yasana, who was with child. But after the war, Clear Sky was attacked by mysterious assassins, and Yasana was killed. They found her body near Lotus Lake. Her infant daughter perished with her. A lotus flower marks the spot where Yasana fell. Some people claim to have seen her spirit wandering there. Her spirit still lingers there because she was not properly put to rest. I've tried myself. There are too many Grimhorn. Will you please find the lotus and bring her spirit home? We need some time to get our wits back. We'll meet you at Clear Sky later.
So, Mushin's legacy. Do you have it? Of course they do. Jongwon wants to be a tough guy. That's fine. But it will cost him 1 out of every 10 men in Clear Sky. That sounds fair, don't you think? I'll have my most ruthless men subject them to new worlds of pain. I'll show them carnage they can't fathom. Now find the damn legacy.
There wasn't anyone named Mu at the scullery. Waste of time and bullets. You find anything? A lotus, huh? That lake is cursed by the Grimhorn. It's gonna take more than moving a flower to free her spirit. The Grimhorn's charms make them immune to the curse. Collect some and maybe we can help. Get the charms, and quickly. Good. I think Master Hong would be proud of you for helping this woman pass on. Here, I've strung the charms together. Take them to the Lotus at Lotus Lake. I'm gonna head to the Great Kiln and see if I can get any more information on the Silver Crest. Come find me when you're done.
I certainly didn't expect to find you at Lotus Lake. This is the place where my sister passed away years ago. I come here to pray and remember and tend to the lotus that grows from her grave. May I ask what brings you here, Jian? I see. Perhaps it is for the best. A lotus should be treasured. However, this place has been cursed by the Grimhorn. We may not be able to move the flower without killing it. Interesting. Perhaps the charms will release the curse.
The Divine Realm has heard my prayers. Perhaps now I can find peace and move on. I am in your debt, Jian. How may I repay you? When I married Mu Yang, I knew little about the Mu family. Only after our daughter was born did I learn that his family had ties to Mushin and a legion of shadowless soldiers. My husband died in the war against the Talus Dominion. I had no time to mourn. Assassins came to our village the very next day to erase the final traces of the Mu family and claim Mushin's artifacts for themselves. I fled to the swamps. When a pair of shadowless agents passed by, I ran to them pleading for help. A dagger cut my words short. My family had been betrayed. Some will assume I was killed by the Grimhorn. Perhaps they trust the shadowless as I did. I bled by this tree, trying to reach my daughter. A man found me just before I passed. He cradled my daughter like one of his own. Yahara, my sister, I know that you continue to search for my daughter. May you never be discouraged, and may the Divine Realm guide your way. I may have passed on, but my love for you and my daughter remains.
My life is my search. I devote my time to Naryu texts. and I speak to every stranger that passes through the mirage, all for one singular purpose, to find my niece. My niece is the last of the noble family of Mu. The blood of the Divine Fist flows in her veins. Many would try to use her to obtain Mushin's power, yet I sense I can trust you. If your search unearths anything related to the Mu family or my niece, I humbly ask that you share your findings. Also, please take the Lotus and honor Zhang Zhongwan's request. Yasana and her husband lived in Clear Sky Village. That is where she should be.
You found Yasana's Lotus. Thank you. You don't know what this means to me. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I love Yasana since we were children. I kept my feelings to myself because she loved Muyang. I wanted her to be happy. But now, I know it's not Muyang's fault. But I can't help but think that if she was with me, she may have lived. At least now I have something to remember her by. Thank you. Oh, and Mother wishes to speak with you. It's great for
Saving my son is a debt I can never repay. My youngest is all I have left. The war was hard on our village. Is there anything I can do to help you? The Mu family's silver crest? Oh my, I haven't thought about that in a while. We just called them the Mu, but they were descended from Naryu. I think the crest was a decoration for a tomb? I was not privy to the Mu family's affairs. But then again, Muyang had many friends. Before Muyang went into battle, he wrote down what was to be done with his family's estate in his will and gave it to his friend Chulu for safekeeping. Chulu was called off to war as well, but he's still alive and a member of the Bakgon Brotherhood. He may still have it or know where it is. Go to the Bakgon hideout and find Chulu, but be careful. Many of the soldiers that survived the Talus Stratus War have gone mad. Remember to eat.